Hi guys. So this video obviously looks different because you're looking at my computer screen rather than just my face. Um, but hopefully you guys can see me down here. I'm trying something different. We'll see because you need to learn something on the computer today. Uh, okay, so hopefully you guys all did the student.desmos with the code CBT8WA. It was in the Schoology. Hopefully you guys did it. And it makes sense what bestfitline is, right? So after you've done that, now we're going to talk about these notes, okay? Bestfitline is when we have something like this, a scatter plot, and we want to like create a line or quadratic or something that just like best represents that line. So what a lot of us do to do this is like we take a point from the highest point and the point from the lowest point, okay, and connect those two dots. Okay, when we do that, it doesn't make a very accurate best fit line because this is a great example. When we connect these two dots, none of the rest of these dots are relatively close to that line. And we have this formula that says zy of I equals yi over the mean value of y divided by s and y. I don't want to do that. That's too mind-boggling. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to use Google Sheets to calculate our best fit line. So looking at this, instead of having to do all of the math and take 20 minutes on one problem, we're just going to use Google Sheets. And you will be able to use Google Sheets on your exam. So I would definitely learn how to do this. Should be an easy way. Well, duh, yeah. Hello. So what I have is this information. The following data represents the average temperature record each year, average temperature over a 6-month period. The temperatures are recorded in Fahrenheit. So in Raleigh, in 2002, the average temperature for the month was 70.2, 2001, 68.7, so on and so forth. What I did is I went up here to Google Sheets and I plugged in that information. If you don't have that information into Google Sheets, pause the video, plug in this information. All you have to do is plug it in like this, 2000 to 2006, and then the information that corresponds with it. If you haven't done that, do that now. All right, you should all have this information into Google Sheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag over all of this. Well, maybe. There we go. Click and drag and highlight all of this information. Okay? Once I've clicked and dragged that information, I need to come up here to this Insert button. I'm going to click Insert, and I'm going to click this Chart. Okay. And now that I have this chart here, it doesn't look like anything that I was used to with best fit line. It just kind of looks like a line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to Chart Type. I'm going to click and I'm going to scroll until I find Scatter, a scatter chart, okay? Make sure you click and scroll all the way to Scatter Chart. You're going to click on Scatter Chart, and you're going to see now my graph is made up of a scatter plot or a scatter line, okay? To find my R value, which is our best fit line, we're going to come over here to Customize. And we're going to go to Series and scroll down to where we see Trend Line. Okay? And click Trend Line. So that shows me the trend or the line that is best fit for this right here. What we can do then is click Show R Squared. This is my R value. Right up top here shows me an R squared of 0.867. Our goal is to be the closest to 1.0. This 0.86 isn't a very good line, a very good R value. So this is not a very good R value. I don't like the way that looks. So what I'm going to do to show the equation of the line, what this line actually is, I'm going to come over here to this label, and I'm going to click Custom and use Equation. So now this is an equation that we're used to seeing. Our slope is 1.02 times x plus a negative 1966. Okay, so that's just our slope of our line for that one. Okay, this is pretty easy, right? But like I said before, this r squared value of 0.867 is not a very good r-score. So I'm going to come over here, and where it says type linear, I'm just going to click on that and scroll down to polynomial. This is going to show me the r value of a quadratic. So I'm going to click polynomial, and where it says degree of 2, I'm going to check to see what my r value is. This is my equation for that new r value, or this new line, and my new r value is 0.869. Now to compare, I need to know what r value is closer to 1. So I'm going to come over here, linear, 0.867, and then compared to polynomial, 0.869. So actually, a quadratic best fit line is the best for this because this r squared value is closest to 1. So if I'm going to come over here and answer these, what is the r score for a quadratic and the r score of a line? Our quadratic best fit line was an r score of 0.869, and our r score for a linear was 0.867. What is the equation for both of them? You can figure that out with right here by just switching this from polynomial to linear. You can write both of those equations down. And then, what is the best fit line? We decided because that r value is closer to 1 for a quadratic, that a quadratic is best fit line. Kind of confusing, right? We're going to do one more example of how to do this. Okay, so we're just trying to figure out what is the best fit line. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, and if you want, I would plug in this information. Pause your screen, plug it into Google Sheets, and we'll see what we get. Hopefully pause the video, and I'm going to come over here, and I have to make my chart first. So I'm going to click and drag all of my values. Okay, I'm going to come over here to insert, and I'm going to go chart. It automatically puts a line chart in for me. I don't want to do that. I want to use a scatter plot. So I'm going to scroll down here to scatter. Click on that, and now I just have a scatter plot with all the lines, boom, 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 or a lot of the points. And now I need to find my best fit line. So I'm going to come over here to customize, go to series, again, customize series. I'm going to scroll down till I find the words trend line. Okay, trend line. Then I can I can pick linear, label, I can pick use equation. So this is the equation of the line. And I can come down here and show r squared. So my r value of this is 0.981. That's pretty good, right? That's a pretty good best fit line because my r value is super close to 1. Okay? This is the equation, 0.26 times x plus 18. Now, I'm just curious, is a quadratic going to be better for this one? So I'm going to come over here. For type, I'm going to hit polynomial. Remember that our r score for a line was 0.8 or 0.981. I'm going to click polynomial and make sure that's to the second degree. And I can see that my r squared is actually 0.99, which is way closer to 1.0. So actually, my best fit line for this graph, this trend, is this line right here, 20.3 plus 1.5 or 1.25x plus 0.00511x squared. That is the equation for my best fit line. Hopefully seeing it twice helps it kind of in your brain. Whatever r value is closest to 1, that is the better fit line. Go try it. You got it.